Water is a huge issue of strategic and ecological significance, both in terms of quantity and in terms of quality. And of course, those two aspects of water policy, quantity and quality, are so closely interrelated as to be inseparable for the most part.
It is obvious that water under the ground can become polluted by an event on the surface or in the air. There are many potential pollution sources in our environment which represent some degree of danger depending upon the geologic and hydrologic characteristics of the basin in which they are located. Septic tanks, for example, are relatively safe in some areas but are major sources of pollution in others. Overuse of water in some formations or streams can cause significant intrusion of naturally occurring or man-made pollution which can destroy freshwater sources.
Now, experts are warning that high levels of water pollution will affect food security. Water plays an important role in food production, mostly through crop irrigation, but the impact of water quality on food products and industries is often underestimated.
So I think the most important thing is to move away from using chemicals and we go organic. Yes.
But is that not costly? Because we're even seeing, just for ourselves, if we're going into supermarkets, the organically grown foods would be slightly more pricier.
There are more benefits than negative aspects that we are talking about right now. And we can also look at the biological practices. So there are various mechanisms that we could use in order to minimize herbicides or chemicals. Because if we continue using chemicals, we affect the aquatic species, more especially fish species across the country.
To just the aquatic ecosystem also being affected by water pollution, because subsequently this also impacts the availability of seafood. Just expand on this aspect.
Look, the bottom line is that if, let's say, maybe one of the dams or rivers is polluted, you will see some dead species along the bed of that dam, and those who are dealing with water qualities, they take samples, analyze those samples. They will tell you is of the pollution coming maybe from upstream and coming down to downstream. We need to make sure that we treat or respect rivers, dams, canal system. Otherwise, we're going to have huge problems that will create huge financial crisis or implications. We know that the fiscal wallet is shrinking. So, but we have got the responsibility to make sure that we maintain our our water resources, and also making sure that we treat those water so that the future generation can be able to also have an opportunity to use such kind of resources.